Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Words do not express thoughts very well. They always become a little different immediately after they are expressed, a little distorted, a little foolish. The bird fights its way out of the egg. The egg is the world. Who would be born must destroy a world. I have been and still am a seeker, but I have ceased to question stars and books. I have begun to listen to the teaching my blood whispers to me. If you hate a person, you hate something in him that is part of yourself. What isn't part of ourselves doesn't disturb us. We are not going in circles, we are going upwards. The path is a spiral, we have already climbed many steps. Wisdom cannot be imparted. Wisdom that a wise man attempts to impart always sounds like foolishness to someone else. Words are only the means of communication for people who possess a knowledge of their own and who trust each other. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. When you like someone, you like them in spite of their faults. When you love someone, you love them with their faults. Solitude is independence. One never reaches home, but wherever friendly paths intersect, the whole world looks like home for a time. The truth has a million faces, but there is only one truth. To be understood is to prostitute oneself. Everything I have ever done was in vain if I did not please myself. You are willing to die, you coward, but not to live. Within you there is a stillness and sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. I wanted only to try to live in accord with the promptings which came from my true self. Why was that so very difficult? Everything becomes a little different as soon as it is spoken out loud. Happiness is love, nothing else. A man who is capable of love is happy. It is not our purpose to become each other, it is to recognize each other, to learn to see the other and honor him for what he is. Some people think that when they have serious problems, it gives them license to be miserable and treat people badly. Each man's life represents a road toward himself. Those who cannot see themselves cannot see the world. For me, trees have always been the most penetrating creatures. The river is everywhere. I was afraid of having to read books forever, but that is the only thing that keeps me alive. The bird is a symbol of freedom, but it also has wings because it is alone. People with courage and character always seem sinister to the rest. Learn what is to be taken seriously and laugh at the rest. A magic dwells in each beginning, protecting us, telling us how to live. Man's life is not so much about finding his true self, but creating his true self. The soul is in danger when knowledge becomes power. Love must not entreat, nor demand. Love must have the strength to become certain within itself. I wanted to go on and see new people and things. Everything is coincidence. If you want to see the world, just close your eyes. An enlightened man had but one duty, to seek the way to himself. Every experience has its element of magic. Only the ideas we actually live have any value. What I am in myself is worth more than what I have. Eternity is a mere moment, just long enough for a joke. To achieve the possible, we must attempt the impossible again and again. Our mind is capable of passing beyond the dividing line we have drawn for it. As a body everyone is single, as a soul never. A longing to wander tears my heart when I hear trees rustling in the wind at evening. The war against death is really the only war in life. Only the wounded physician heals. To love one's own shadow is not to dream of it. The longing for innocence is the longing for freedom. There is no escape from time. One path leads to the stars, the other leads to destruction. The best measure of life is how we use it. In each beginning lives a magic force. A man cannot live without seeking the truth. The spirit of the age annihilates the feeling for solitude. Everything I have ever done was in vain if I did not please myself. One never reaches perfection, but it is important to keep striving. The only way to fully comprehend love is to lose it. Wisdom cannot be imparted. Wisdom that a wise man attempts to impart always sounds like foolishness to someone else. In order to pursue your dreams, you must be ready to walk alone. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. The more we learn, the more we realize we know nothing. Every age, every culture, every custom and tradition has its own character, its own weakness and its own strength, its beauties and cruelties. The more we possess, the more we are possessed.